Descending from the towering heights of Ciudad Grande, a remote and unforgiving peak in the Peruvian Andes, was an arduous endeavor. My climbing partner Simon and I had just accomplished a daring ascent on the perilous west face. But the elation of our triumph soon faded into the encroaching darkness, as an unrelenting series of events was about to conspire against us. Our descent from the lofty 20,000-foot summit was fraught with chilling winds and plummeting temperatures. The cold gnawed relentlessly at our bones, and weariness clung to every step. Then, a pivotal moment occurred, a fall that would dramatically alter our fate. The rough terrain gave way beneath my feet, sending me hurtling down the mountain's steep slope. Pain coursed through my body as I landed awkwardly, leaving me in a heap as my leg and ankle were both destroyed. Physically and emotionally shattered, we had no choice but to soldier on. Simon, my steadfast comrade, initiated the painstaking process of lowering me down using our ropes. Descent followed descent, bringing us closer to safety with each painstaking inch. However, as darkness enveloped us like a shroud, yet another harrowing ordeal unfolded. The knot that linked our two lifelines became ensnared in Simon's belay device, leaving me suspended over the only void of a gaping crevasse. Fear surged through my veins as I hung there, utterly powerless and adrift in the abyssal darkness. The world transformed into a nightmarish chasm, and the icy crevasse below beckoned ominously. Simon, lacking a secure anchor and struggling to maintain his grip, was confronted by an excruciating dilemma. With our shared fate bearing down on him, he made the agonizing decision to sever the rope. Without warning, I plummeted into the frigid darkness, crashing 150 feet into the crevasse. Time appeared to stand still as the world spun around me. I lay there with my heart pounding in terror, and I believed that this was the end. Yet, somehow, I survived the precipitous fall, miraculously landing on a narrow snow shelf within the crevasse. It was a moment of indescribable relief, but I was far from safe. The crevasse yawned menacingly below my perch, serving as a constant reminder of the peril I faced. Glancing at the severed rope, I comprehended the stark reality. Simon had no choice but to presume I was lost and would not be returning. I was alone, ensnared in the icy depths of isolation and darkness. I frantically endeavored to scale the icy walls, my hands clawing at the frozen surface, but my broken legs screamed in protest. Night descended once more, leaving me alone with my thoughts and escalating trepidation. It proved to be a long, frigid, and seemingly endless night on that slim shelf. With the dawn's faint light penetrating the crevasse, a desperate determination seized me. I had one remaining recourse, to descend further into the crevasse using the rope I had remaining. It felt like a form of self-inflicted peril, but surrender was not an option. Lowering myself along the rope, I descended another 80 feet into the glacial abyss, and by some miraculous twist of fate, I discovered another ledge. My body throbbed with pain, and my mind reeled, but I clung to life. It truly felt as though someone was looking out for me. With renewed determination, crawling became my sole means of liberation. Progress was painstakingly slow, inch by agonizing inch, as I made my way toward the surface. The brilliant sun, which had previously appeared so distant, now served as a reminder that I wasn't finished with just yet. It took hours, but eventually, I emerged onto the sun-drenched glacier. Hope had been rekindled, but the journey ahead remained formidable. Crawling for miles on a shattered leg, I was propelled solely by my unwavering will to survive. 3.5 days passed without sustenance, and water had become a scarce commodity. Every moment was a grueling battle against exhaustion and despair. Simon and an acquaintance, convinced of my demise, had given up on the search and prepared to depart our base camp. Until late one night, near the brink of physical collapse, I reached our camp and called out for Simon. In that profound instant, beams of white light from their headlamps pierced the encompassing darkness, casting a lifeline of salvation. Their presence, their unwavering faith, and their efforts to find me will be forever etched indelibly into my memory. In the face of insurmountable odds and the abyss of despair, I had triumphed over death. Ciola Grande had tested us to our limits, but not beyond them. Thanks for listening today. If you've enjoyed this story and would like to hear more just like it, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss out on an upload. If you're still hungry for more, check out the video on screen now. And thanks again for tuning in.